Hey boys, this is your dad, and this is my daily quote for you. Motivation. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. Aristotle. Now, I think the lie that a lot of us want to believe is that we will be motivated tomorrow. We're sold on this fantasy that tomorrow will be a better version of ourselves, and we'll start meal prepping and reading 2 books a week, right? But it's never the case. In fact, I've read that the motivation industry is a $2 billion industry, an industry that's based on the dream of being better, but not really creating any consistent and lasting change. So the question is, how do you actually motivate yourself? Now, I think that you have to define motivation first. Motivation is just a boost. It's a short burst of insight or energy. And motivation can get you from A to B, but motivation alone will never get you from A to Z. I think of motivation as caffeine. It eventually just wears off. So, how do you create consistent motivation? Well, I think you have to be honest with yourself. 1, I think you have to plan to fail. Now, I know that's not what you wanted to hear, but you have to hear me out. Assume life will distract you. Assume life will get harder. Assume that you might find comfort in your old ways. And when that happens, you need to take a step back and write down all the reasons on why you needed this change and remind yourself. The most important thing is to remind yourself on why you're sick of being tired. And after you write that down, find ways to make it easy to motivate your future self. Now, what I've found in order to motivate me is having daily systems that cause me to create action. Now, let me just give you an example, like me and going to the gym. I don't always want to go to the gym, but here's what I do. The minute my eyes open, I count to 3. 1, 2, and 3. The minute 3 happens, my feet are on the ground. I know that if my feet are on the ground, I can stand up and create action to go towards my day. Number 2, I love protein coffee. Every morning I've been having protein coffee, and I tell myself I will not enjoy this protein coffee until after I do a 1-hour workout at the gym, right? Now, this doesn't need to be a major thing. It could be a minor thing to spark change, and this minor spark of change will create growth, right? Next, you have to be persistent. It can take anywhere from 21 days to months to create a new habit. I want you to think about it this way. For the past few years, you might have done things always in a certain way. You have to be patient with yourself. Patient, but persistent, right? While you're creating all these new habits. Understand you will have setbacks, and that's okay. But lastly, you gotta focus. You get what you focus on. Don't put yourself down or criticize yourself for missing a workout or falling short of your goals. It's going to happen. Failing once doesn't make you a failure. It just means you had a momentary setback. Focus on the outcome you want, not the obstacle. I love you. I really do. And understand this, that a long time ago in my life, I used to tell myself that the entire world has these signs on their chest, and mine would be motivate me. What I found is that no matter how much motivation I had, it was always temporary. It wasn't until I created systems to remind myself of where I'm going and to create action throughout my day, I wasn't able to have real sustainable growth. I invite you to do small things that increases your chance of being successful. You're a very smart person. These small things, though, will change your life. I love you. I hope you're having a great day.